Well, good morning everybody. If you've seen my short video, I was discussing whether I was going to take this trailer or that one. And I got the word today. Chef is not going to be able to go. We know how tight things are, and he's a truck driver. And he owns his own truck. Oh my, you can imagine his expenses. So we're going to take this trailer, and checking it out, I found out that my spare tire I had put on here, apparently I didn't check the air pressure in it before I put it on here, because that's just a little donut to get me into the, garage so I can get a new one put on here if something happens. Well, it used to mount right here, and it came straight up, and then the tire fit in here. Well, I put my air pressure in that tire, and then I couldn't get it back in the hole. It swelled it up too much. So I had to rebuild a whole new system, which is okay. I got the tools. I got the technology. And I built it this time big enough that I can also put a full size up here if I want. I do have an extra one there. These tires are not good enough to make the trip to Sturgis, South Dakota. But them are brand new on this one back here, so I'm going to swap them out and put them on here. Also need to get this one licensed. Hasn't been licensed since, what's the last time it was licensed? Back in 12. No, 21. I don't think that's the right plate. Huh. Well, I'm going to cut in right here. I just got through telling you, them plates expired in 2021. That can't be. So I looked around for my other plates, and this is more realistic. This is the plate I think off of here. It expired in 2015. That's about right. So I'm going to call the DMV and ask them which one of these plates really belong to me, and we'll get her licensed up and all that. So I just thought I'd cut right in here and tell you, I was confused. I'll have to check. I don't even know what plate goes on this one, but we'll get her licensed up. Anyway, I built the new deal to hold the wheel. It's not going to stand up. It's going to lay flat right there. And I did touch up some paint here. I used the bed frames. Remember, told you them bed frames come in handy. That is some spring steel. I'll tell you what, trying to drill through that, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. I also always paint all my locks one color, so when I go to search for a key, it's the same key. Well, let's put this over here and see how she fits. I had it mocked up the other day when I made that little short video. Just to let you know I wasn't goofing off, guys. There's the hole. There it is. There. Up there, okay, over there. I already know the holes all match, but let's just drop a bolt in it. Now, a bolt will go through, and this bolt's on, so if I screw up again, I can take it off. So we just put the bolts on here, and then we got one that goes through here. This is also a stop for the tire. Somewhere around here, I got a spacer right there. That spacer goes into there, so it keeps the tire from wiggling. Going down the road, this bumps up against the tire. So that's how that'll go. I'll bolt that on. Show you in a second when I get her bolted on. Sure hope it fits, because I welded the crap out of that thing. But like I said, that's made out of bed frames. Nowadays, you better use all the free metal you can get, or I paid way too much for this metal, because somebody says, yeah, I got a bed, I'll trade you. Then I go to pick it up, and all it was a bed frame, and I'd already gave them my stuff. So usually you can pick these up for a few bucks, and I spent more than that. But pick these up, yard sales, auctions, the bed frames. You cut them down, you just take off the rivets, and it's spring steel, apparently, because I'll have a hell of a time going through it with a drill bit. So it's a lot easier to drill through this heavy gauge than it is that light gauge. So that's what I did, is I found a hole already in that piece, cut it off to fit, and then just dropped it through there. But that's how it looks right now. I'm going to go ahead and bolt it together, throw a tire on, show you what it looks like. She's mounted. Well, this one's mounted. That one, not so much. I started to put that on there, and that's brand new. That ain't ever been on the ground. But you can't let trailer tires sit too long or they go bad. And that one's bad. I don't know if you can see the cracking in the... Yeah, there you go. Maybe, yeah, you can see that. I ain't putting that. That probably wouldn't last a couple turns. I mean, it's already light for what we're going to have on this trailer. I mean, it's adequate. But it's just going to get me into town like the donuts that you put on your car. So, here we go. Now, I mismeasured. I thought I could get a big tire in there. I'm off by 1 inch. And 1 inch is enough. But that's okay. I don't have a big tire, but I had another 12 inch. That's all these are, little 12 inch. They're good for about 600 pounds each. And that's going to be right at 1,200 pounds is probably what this will be. Real close. And close enough, like I said, to get me into it. I won't go past another tire store. If I have a blowout, I'll stop and get a new tire. But what we're going to do now is we're going to get in here and pack the bearings on this, because I haven't packed them since I built it. And if you guys have been following me, that was probably 10 years ago. But I haven't hardly used it at all. But we're going on a voyage. You want to check this stuff out. Now you see my jack. It's not holding nothing up. Why? Well, because I forgot I put them on there. So I just cranked them up and that lifted it up. Didn't even need the jack. Yeah, I got them off another old trailer. They work great on the back here. They'll stabilize it when you're taking off your bike. You can back it off. It won't tip. You can load your bike up without this even being hooked up to your pickup. Doesn't have to be hooked up to your pickup to load it or unload it. You just drop them down and it'll be okay. So that's great. Both tires are off the ground. We're going to pull these axles apart. I might show you that in this video, probably in the next video, because I don't want this to get too long. We'll see if it's the next shot. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm done for the day. I only work till this shade goes away, because it's here in Idaho right now, it's over 100 degrees where I live. And so I work till it's shady. So stay tuned for the next video. I'll show you how to pack them bearings. Maybe even show you how to take them apart. It's pretty simple to take them apart. The hard part's putting them back together. But I'll show you that in the very next video. This is, like I said, done. Spare tire is, I mean, that's sturdy. That's how I use my lock. I just drill a hole through a bolt, stick the lock in there. Nobody's going to, if they can steal it, if they got bolt cutters. If they want it that bad and they need it, okay. Hey, I'm all about charity. So I think that's going to end this video right here. These tires here are probably 15 years old, so you know they ain't gonna, they could blow at any time. Now we're going to take those and swap out and with this one, because they're brand new. I don't need all kinds of new tires on trailers I use once a year. So we're just going to swap them out. Pack the bearings, swap them out. Get your stuff ready for Sturgis, guys. Check it out. I almost didn't, but not really. I knew I was going to check it out. And when I pulled that off and I seen that that wasn't going to work, well, you got to fix stuff. It's going to be at Sturgis soon. So stay tuned and meet us out there. You'll get to see this fine looking trailer in person. Thanks for following, guys.